Welcome back to the series of sessions on advanced concrete technology. We were discussing module 3, mineral admixtures, and in the previous lecture we have discussed about the artificial pozzolanic mineral admixture fly ash, and in this lecture we will be discussing about silica fume. In the previous lecture we have seen that pozzolanic materials can be either naturally available or artificially made as industrial byproducts. Among them, fly ash has been already discussed, and in this session we will be discussing about silica fume, which is one of the most effective pozzolanic material that can be used to replace cement in concrete. Silica fume is manufactured in an electric arc furnace during the manufacture of silicon or ferrosilicon alloy due to the reduction of high purity quartz with coal. The main physical property that makes it suitable as a mineral admixture is its smaller particle size in the order of 0.1 micron. We call it ultra fine powder. It is about 100 times smaller than that of average cement particles. Due to the smaller size, its specific area increases much higher than that of cement, that is of the order of 20,000 meters square per kilogram. When we compare it with the cement, which is having a specific area of 230 to 300 meters square per kilogram, we can understand that its specific area is very much higher, and which makes it more reactive during the hydration of cement. Also, we can see that it ensures dense packing of cement, and also due to the increase in the slurry content in concrete, it also causes an increased workability as well as a reduction in water content. Analyzing the physical and chemical properties of a random sample of silica fume, we can see that silica fume contains more than 90% of silicon oxide, and all the other oxides such as calcium, aluminium, iron, magnesium and sulfur oxides are very small in quantity. Also, it can be seen that the specific gravity of silica fume is in the order of 2.25, which is much less than that of cement, which is having a specific gravity around 3. So we can understand that the concrete made with the addition of silica fume will be having a lesser self-weight. Considering the effects on properties of concrete, microsilica is considered to be more reactive than other pozzolanic materials due to its larger surface area. Larger surface area means more area is available for the reaction. Also, the reactivity of pozzolana can be quantified by measuring the amount of calcium hydroxide present in cement paste, because on reaction between the calcium hydroxide and the pozzolanic material, its quantity reduces, and thus we can understand that the reaction has occurred. The CSH paste formed due to the reaction between calcium hydroxide and pozzolana creates a denser and amorphous mixture, and as a result we get a better concrete. Also, by the addition of silica fume, a more cohesive nature of fresh concrete is observed, which will be reducing the bleeding in concrete as well as it will reduce segregation in concrete. Considering the effects on fresh properties of concrete, it is observed that the addition of microsilica increases the water demand in concrete. In quantitative terms, we can see that about 1% of increase in the water demand is observed when there is 1% of cement substitution happens with the silica fume. And this could be avoided by adjusting the aggregate grading as well as by using superplasticizers. Aggregate grading could be adjusted in such a way that the total surface area of the aggregates that is participating in concrete mix has to be reduced, as well as superplasticizers has to be added in order to maintain the workability as well as reduce the water demand. It is also observed that by the addition of silica fume, the slump of concrete reduces even though the concrete remains cohesive in nature. So we can see that the mix becomes more sticky to handle. Also, it is observed that due to the reduction in bleeding of concrete, there is a possibility of plastic shrinkage happening on the surface of concrete mix that uses silica fume. When A concrete that incorporates silica fume is exposed to hot weather. What happens is the surface moisture escapes. But at the same time, it being sticky, more water from the interior of concrete will not be coming to the surface. As a result, there is a possibility that the top layer of the concrete get dried up and plastic shrinkage cracks will be appearing. So it is always mandatory that when we are incorporating silica fume in concrete, it has to be taken care that it is properly cured. Membrane curing is found to be one of the effective methods while we are incorporating silica fume in concrete. Considering the effects on hardened properties of concrete, we can see that silica fume modified concrete is having more heat of hydration compared to ordinary Portland cement incorporated concrete. This is due to its larger surface area as well as larger reactivity. Due to the same feature, it is observed that the silica fume incorporated concrete is having more strength compared to the others. Also, it is found that modulus of elasticity of silica fume incorporated concrete is less than that of concrete without using silica fumes. Also, among the different types of silica fumes slurry produced significantly high compressive and tensile strength compared to the powdered silica fume. Researchers also indicate that there is an increase in the durability of concrete due to the incorporation of silica fume due to its smaller particle size. The pozzolanic action of silica fume is such that it reacts with calcium hydroxide formed during the hydration of cement and forms CSH gel. And it is found that the concrete thus formed is more dense and amorphous. Researchers shows that 15% of microsilica replacement in concrete produces around 12 to 24% reduction in calcium hydroxide formed during the hydration of cement, and this happens during a period of 90 days. Considering the physical properties of silica fume, as we have already seen, it will be containing around 90% of silicon oxide. So there will be at least 85% of silicon oxide content in silica fume. Also, the particle size are much smaller and it is in the range of 0.1 to 0.2 micron. Due to the reduction in the particle size, there will be an increase in the specific surface area, and it is observed that there will be a minimum of 15,000 meters square per kilogram specific surface area for silica fume particles. Also, these particles are rounded in shape. This makes the concrete more workable, as well as after hydration, concrete becomes more dense, as well as it will be imparting more strength.